it took me a long time to understand this concept I'm about to share with you. Abiding in God. When this Bible says in John chapter 15, verse 5, that Jesus was speaking, I am the vine and ye are the branches, that we cannot thrive, we cannot abide, we cannot flourish if we do not get attached to the vine. He is the vine and we are the branches. We cannot flourish unless we are connected to Him. Most times we think that flourishing in certain areas is based on what we have seen, like what the world has told us that success is, what success is. And it took me understanding that, because I grew up, like I said before, in poverty. And so it messed up my mindset, even messed up my relationships that I have given up or have messed up because I didn't understand this wealth mindset, being connected to a flourishing vine, knowing that what other people. So I grew up where being constantly compared to other people. So I had this subtle competitive spirit, even though I was born again, and I would tell myself, oh, I'm not competitive and all of that. But that's the environment that I grew up in. So it was, I would attract it, or I would sense it, or I'll sense it in other people, and that would be my natural reaction, to always want to compare myself to somebody else. And it was as a result of low self-esteem. I wasn't really affirmed growing up. And this is something that I used to do when I was younger. Like I said, I grew up in a very poor environment, and much more, the mindset was poor. So we never traveled out, never ever. That was like a dream, traveling out, going somewhere else to do vacation, going to another country to do vacation. That was like a far cry. And so even when I got married, and I still desired it, but being surrounded by people who either had traveled even to the UK, or just traveling outside your country. I'm a Nigerian, and none of my family members had ever traveled outside the country. So it was something that I think it affected my self-esteem, and it made me feel like I didn't matter, or my self-esteem was damaged anyways. But being in Christ showed me what I needed to work on, and God was helping me to uproot and see myself in His image, and knowing that I'm connected to the vine, to Christ Himself. He began to show me things, that I was going to be a pioneer in my family. And so it didn't make me see other people's journey. He started making me see my own journey, to reflect on my own walk with Him. And so my perspective began to change. It took me years, and I'm still learning. I've had casualties in my relationships, my friendships, as a result of these self-esteem issues. And by the way, if you're any of my old friends and I've hurt you through unnecessary comparison, either I might have said things, that you felt uncomfortable with, I apologize. This is an open apology to anyone who is going to watch this video and who knows me or who has known me before. And so this abiding in Christ has shown me that my walk with Him is more important, and He does the pruning. He is the one who prunes us, who makes us become like Him. And so my urge to you is, even though you grew up in a place where you unnecessarily were compared to Growing up, you're just like, oh, those people that were first in class, do they have 10 heads? All those sorts of comparisons, they affect self-esteem, affect your children's self-esteem, and we want to raise children who whose identity is rooted in Christ. And so that's my urge to all of us as we do the devotional for the day. If you haven't, go to download the Create Your Eden app. Today's devotional blessed me, and I know that it's gonna bless you too. Welcome to day 14 of the Eden Streak Challenge. Drop in the comments if this blessed you, and let's keep creating our Eden together, spirit, soul, and body. God bless you.